What is up, guys? Raymond here, also known as Rayvision, and check it out today. Well, we are going to be playing some Forza Horizon 2. Well, today we're going to be making another drift tune for the Mercedes C63 AMG, and this car is naturally fairly known to be fairly tail happy, so I decided to take the stock car out for a little bit of a lap. And the main thing I found is that mainly for these roads, because the turns are not really compact, they're a lot longer, it has trouble doing the distances between the turns, but on the really sharp turns, it does okay. You know, it's not the greatest, but you see right here, like, it's having trouble getting some angle, except on the exit of the turn, where it is absolutely amazing. So before we get any further into the video, I want to ask you guys, please, if you have any cars that you would like me to make a drift tune of, please leave in the comments below, or if you would like me to take a stock car out for a drift and see how good it is, leave that in the comments below, or else I do not know what you guys like to see, and if I do not know, I cannot give you what you like to see, and I do like giving you what you like to see, because it's awesome for me. I get to try out new cars. So right here we're in the garage, and basically straight up all I do right off the bat is I'm going to do a couple upgrades here and there, but the main one is I'm going to lighten the car, which is something you always, depends how you like to drift. Some people like to drift heavier cars. I prefer to drift the lighter ones. And what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to upgrade all of the car's power all the way to the max, because I'm more of a power drifter. And then how you control that power is by tuning your gears so that they are effective. Now, the gear tuning you're going to see there isn't my final gear tune, but if you guys want to get, oh, Nick made it in the video, good job, Nick. And but if you guys want to get this tune for your Mercedes C63, just check out, just get a Mercedes 63, search drift, search tunes, and my tune is going to be Ray Drift, obviously under the drift category. So that is that. And just look at all those upgrades. Look at me going at it full speed like a boss. So I'm basically just upgrading everything that'll increase shifting speeds, because one of my things when I drift is sometimes, depending on how I am in a turn, if I need more power, a little less, I have a tendency of shifting mid-turns while drifting. So that is something that I want to have a bit more control over, if you know what I mean, because it allows me to have a bit more power or have a bit less, and it's a lot easier to control all your power if you're in second gear in a turn. Obviously, you could probably take that turn in third gear because you have enough power, but you have a lot more chance of spinning out, and then coming out of the turn you need more power, so you shift up to third. And just to give you an idea of how amazing this drift tune is I think this is also due to the fact that there wasn't a lot of traffic on the map. One of the things I really wish they would give you an option to is to turn off the traffic. Ignore that turn, that was a bad one. But I get a 24,000 skill points going. That's without cashing it in. I end up crashing. Typical me, because, well, you know, when you're drifting like this, the only way really to fuck up is by crashing. You see right here, it is just some amazing drifting. This car, honestly, even stock is a really nice drifting car. You give it a bit more power, you lower the suspension, make it a little lighter, do a couple changes to the tires, the gears, the pressure, and you know what? You get yourself a really nice drift car, because it really handles itself really well. It has a tendency, obviously, like any other car, if you give it too much power, it will spin out. But if you leave it, let it be, it will do incredibly well. Or else, what has been happening? There is snow, and I went skiing. Yeah, I know, I'm Canadian. What'd you expect from me? That's just interesting. And when you ski, yeah, you kind of drift, because, well, no, not really. When you drive to the ski hill, though, that's when you drift. But it's artificial snow, so there's none on the roads. And that is basically what's happening with that. And look at that, me getting a cheeky wheel spin. That wheel spin, I believe I got the Ford Raptor, which was a cheeky $42,000 plus, because I have the VIP bonus. And so just look at it. This car is really good. It keeps the drifts going at all times. And what's really nice about how the gears are tuned is that you're going to see me a couple times while exiting a turn, I'll shift up the third, and because the shifting is so quick in this car, I won't have any loss of power, and I'll keep my drifts going, which allows me to do transitions between these long turns, the straights where I do a bit of bobbing and weaving like this, and then where I basically go flat out and straight, well, not flat out and straight, where I go in the corners and I do some cheeky stuff. Like right here, I shifted up the third coming in that corner. Look at me. Now during the straight, I'm able to do my bobbing and weaving, which I completely messed up. 23,000 skill points, not including the multipliers, which is pretty good. If you included the ×6 multiplier, that's like 120,000, which is pretty darn good if you ask me. Look how smooth this thing goes around the corners. And also, like any other drift car, one of the things you want to make sure it can do is go around in a donut. And this car does that in a magnificent way. It does successfully do a donut around the plants. You can either do it in first gear, but first gear is a bit more of a strain on, well, it's a little less pleasant because you have to do a lot more correcting because you're sometimes a little bit short on power, and so you have to force the rear of the car out. If you do it in second gear, all you have to do is a bit more throttle control, a lot less steering management. So yeah, guys, that is the Mercedes C63 drift tune. If you guys have any other drift tunes you would like me to make for any other cars, leave that in the comments below. If you would like me to drift a stock car, leave that in the comments below. And as usual, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. Leave your comments below. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.